Today we're going to be fixing a really big issue with the Cayenne, and that's the fact that it doesn't have a radio mounted into it. So I've been using a handheld, and I am just tired of it. So we're going to be fixing that today. Thanks to Baja Racing Gear for setting me up with this radio. I really appreciate it. Really made it a lot easier to make this video, obviously. And so yeah, go show them some love. I got a link in the description. Back to the video. Now the biggest issue with this car is that there is just not a lot of room to mount anything. There are some cool things that you can get like this that mount to the vent that will hold your phone, but even this is not very durable. So normally what I would run is something like this, a Yaesu dual band. That way I have UHF and VHF channels available. I can take the radio, put it somewhere under the seat or somewhere else, then have the remote head separated. Of course we have a long cord for this, but have the remote head separated. Have this mounted somewhere a lot more accessible and visible, keeping the bulk of it away. The only issue again with this car is there's no real space where I would want to mount the remote head. And that's why we're going with this. This is a Midland, this is a GMRS radio. The beauty of this one is everything that you need to control the radio is right there on the hand mic. So you mount the unit somewhere else, probably under the dash, and then have the hand mic somewhere visible where you can have it mounted, and using something like this to hold the hand mic within reach with some double-sided tape. Really don't have to do anything crazy. That's why we're going to run this. Normally I would want all those extra frequencies of a dual band, but for this build this just makes better sense. And even with something this compact, having somewhere to mount it in here is not as easy as you'd think. Really, we're limited to under the dash, and you have an airbag right here, so you can't necessarily mount it up right here. You have to find somewhere behind that. So let's see where we can find a spot and then work on getting all the wires routed. So all I did was remove this panel. It was one screw right there in the middle, and then pulled it down. It popped out of two tabs and then pulled it out. And so now we're working with a lot more space in here. And we can try to see where we're going to run the wire through the firewall. There's a couple grommets over here to the right. And one of them is smaller, but only has one wire going through it. So I figured we might as well just try that one. This is where these clips right here that you see, this is where the part of that piece that I just showed you where I took out slide into to keep it nice and stable on the other side. So just see if we can get a better look at this. I'm taking this guy out. Alright, so let's hook to something up there. I'll have to take a look at that. Probably a plug. Just see if I can get a better look at all these wires. Oh, okay, so it was hooked up on top, I pushed up, and then now it's coming out. Oh, whatever you want to come on out, bud. Thank you. Oh yeah, so right there's a good way. There's a good place for us to run that wire through. So, let me turn my flashlight on my watch. Right there. So, we'll run that one right there. So I used this long antenna and went and pushed it through that grommet to make sure that I was looking at the right one. And it is right here coming out the other side. So it is the correct grommet, and that's where we are going to run this wire through. So now we're just going to hook up the end of this wire to that antenna, push it through, and then we just got to figure out the coax. So where we will be differing from just using just the regular Midland kit and all that comes with is we're going to be using a thin hole mount NMO coax, so that way we can use a bracket like this. It's like $9 on Amazon. It just goes onto your ditch light bracket, so it'll just be right off to the side and should work well, because I don't know where else I'd mount it on here. I don't have a bumper or nothing, so it was kind of the only place made kind of sense. So got the wires through right there. You probably can't see it all, and I'm very sorry, the light here is terrible. Right through that grommet, comes out, and then we'll get these routed to the switch, and then we'll route that guy through the opposite way, so that way it comes out and it'll mount right here, and the bracket will go right underneath the light. So on this bracket, just gonna take the rest of this bolt off. This is gonna go under there like that, and then the bolt's gonna go right back on. Very simple, and really like that style. Alright, I got all the wires going through the firewall, the power here, the coax is over here, going this way, and then this way, and come back around. I'll have to sort that all out here in a second, because you don't want to coil up coax wire, so I'll likely have to shorten it down to where it's just a one straight shot, because I'm already running it with power wires, which you really don't want to do. It just gives you a lot of interference and static, and I'd rather just not. And I'll head it up to my meter, check the SWR, make sure that it's all nice and tidy, but it's going to be a little dirty with all the power and all the computer wires running next to it, but whatever, it'll work. Anyways, so now we just got to run the rest of this wire into that switch there, which last time I ran the wires through, I just used this little area down here, and it kind of just worked out. I'd like to have these fuses nice and accessible. So yeah, like that works there. And these guys can just sit there. I pull this power wire over more. Have them sit right inside it. Wow, that actually looks alright. Do that. That's enough room for these guys to run right there into the switch. And then the coax, we will figure out here right now. So to fit the coax through, this was a little too big to fit through the hole, so I just got my drill and started to just make this hole a little bigger just on this corner here, so that way I can go up and through and fit through. So now just get it back to flush, screw this part on the top, and call it in. Alright, so I got that on there, wire routed just with the light there. So it goes up to right there. Well, that's not it all the way. Now that's all good. And then the power, like you saw, so those go into the firewall. And then the power goes through that little area that was right there, around, and now we're just going to get them plugged into the switch, which is very, very easy. So we are done with everything outside of the vehicle. I got the antenna on, very tiny. I might do one of those ghost antennas because they actually are really good, and this thing kind of looks a little dorky. But anyways, that's on there, that's done. Everything's routed, got the power on there, so now it's just figuring out the inside part, which kind of not the fun idea, but I think what we're going to do is find a way to wedge that radio into this top left area, hook everything up to it, and then probably have the hand mic sit right around there, but we'll kind of figure that out here as we go. So I got the radio mounted flush right there. A couple zip ties on the top part, and it's actually holding pretty well. You don't want, so that gets pretty hot, so you don't want that to be stuck to anything in a way that is not going to allow it to breathe, and you definitely don't want it mounted in a way where it's going to be jostling around. But right there is really good. I used that same mount that it came with, and yeah. I ran the wire for the hand mic up, and it came out right here in the steering wheel side. So that way it just is going to sit right there, and it'll be easily accessible, and it won't interfere with this bottom panel once that's on there. So this got this put back on. This is really, really easy. Just have the one bolt and then 2 snaps. But all you do is align these areas on this part and put it right into the middle of these clips. Push it in, and then go up, get those snaps in, and then put that screw in. And it's a Torx bit. Let's say it's a T20. And yeah, so that's done. So we just gotta mount the hand mic now. like how it has screws, so it looks like it's screwed in, but it's just double-sided tape. The hand mic really isn't that heavy, even though it does a lot. That cable might get annoying brushing up on my leg, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Other than that, that's pretty sick.
24th. At Sky Harbor, it was mostly sunny. Visibility 10 miles. Temperature was 84 degrees. 30%. Sunday, breezy, cooler. Partly cloudy in the morning, then clearing.
So that is on this one here. And, wow, that light is blinding. So it's on there. Sorry. So now it's on, and then here, and now it's off. But I think even if you had it on, if you had this off here, it would, yeah, so it stays off even with the power on, which is kind of neat. So you could have hooked it up directly to the battery where you didn't need this at all, but running for ease of installation, having it right onto the switch is just so nice. So yeah, that's it there, and it's pretty neat. I like that. Happy with it. I don't have to worry about these handhelds anymore. I love them, but having something in car is just so much better. So again, I just really appreciate you guys watching, and if you guys have any questions on these, please let me know. I know this might not be the coolest mod or anything like that, and maybe it's not even that entertaining, but there's just no one else doing anything like this on YouTube, and I just figured if it's something that I tried to find and I couldn't find, maybe if I made it, then at that point it could help some people. So I hope it does. I know I'm not the best at showing it and trying to explain it, so if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments, and hopefully I'm working on some stuff, and so hopefully here in a little while I can have some exciting things that we can go over on this thing, and it should be really neat. But thank you guys, thank you very much, and for watching and all your support. And hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.